Well, it's time. It's the day. We're gonna get this little girl out into the field and see what falls off it.
Got the swather pulled out into the oats. Gonna swing it into the field position. Not a bad crop of oats. Some of it's going to be light. We had a real dry spell in the middle, so some of the earlier stuff is already filled and is light, but the stuff that had a little moisture in it to start with is plumped up. And the far end got some hail, so I don't know, we'll cut it, we'll open it up and cut it and have a look and see what it looks like.
Gotta take this out of transport. With the two of us working at it, takes about 20 minutes. Waiting for it to ripen up to use the straight header on it is almost impossible when you got like weeds like this kochia in there, because they take forever to dry. But now that it's cut, it'll dry up fast. It looks like it did a pretty nice even cut on it. If you see that it's laying a little funny, it's because some of it was lodged. Some of it was down, like this stuff right here.
Yeah, it's most of the lodged stuff. We're not going to get over it. It's just on the ground, but it looks like we're getting hit, so it's not all the way off.
Yeah, it's getting, if it wasn't laying flat on the ground, I don't see a bunch of heads laying down here. That's what Glenn was just saying, if you didn't understand. So it's getting those, which is good. It was the odd one, maybe. The way, this is the Mustang Oats that we took the old truck to get, the old Ford. And when it's ripe like that, the little ends open up and the oats are inside hanging on for dear life. Not for long. Glenn was talking to me about, you know, how the crop is. So these heads that are white, those heads are drouthy. They have a very tiny seed inside of them. And the ones that are golden color are ones that ripened up properly. They'll have a nice, I mean, these oats aren't huge anyway. I'll try to get this open and show you. Because we were missing moisture at a critical time, these guys aren't that big, that's for sure. Oats are usually, could be very plump. But anyway, there they are. Pretty soon we're gonna have a bin full of them. You can see that a lot of this oats right in here is lodged. And when I say it's lodged, it means it's laying down. So the Swather may or may not be able to grab that enough to cut it. That's pretty low to the ground. We don't roll our stuff, so if you get a rock, take out your teeth, then you're out fixing for an hour. Yeah, this stuff is a pain. But whatever the Swather doesn't get, the cows will eat when they come home in the fall. Alright, it's almost caught up to me. Anybody else got a bazillion grasshoppers? We have so many grasshoppers this year. Reminds me of back in the 80s when you just, like, everything was covered in grasshoppers in the late 80s.
Steady wins the race.
Okay, go get it. right, he's done the fence line, so he's turning around, swath it the other way so he's not running over his crop. So he's gonna be coming right back down, basically where I'm standing. We have that ancient self-propelled swather. Like, we should get that thing going. We could open up the fields with it. And I can't repeat what he said. It's a 24-foot swather, if we haven't mentioned that. Gwen's taking it pretty slow, especially when he gets to some green stuff, because it'll just bung up that knife bar, cause him trouble.